Now that you're up and about, help me clean up the mess.
How much taller
I'll
is
wait
he
for you under
compared
the
to
tree.
me? Like, this is me standing up and I'm still looking up at him like that? Is he like... Oh wait, I remember he's like 6'3" or something. He's tall. Anyway, let's move on to stage 4. The sun is warm and the area under the tree has returned to normal. Zayne sits in front of the mountain of bamboo slips, flipping them open with one hand, placing them in the long table with the other. A click startles me. Do we have to copy all these again?
The Viper didn't destroy anything. It knocked over a large number of bamboo slips, which smudged the words.
Oh.
Normally it wouldn't matter, but I must head down the mountain next month. I need to bring these with me. If only someone could copy them with me.
Oh. He nonchalantly looks over.
I'm certain that person is clever and skilled, since they could assist me with this daunting task.
Daunting. Fine. Today's weather is perfect for copying and practicing calligraphy. Anyway, I gritted my teeth and sit behind the long table. But as soon as I unroll a scroll, I start to feel dizzy. Born in the direction of Zun at Renzi, hour of Jimao Day. Are these Bazi?
Don't think about it. Just copy it. ...
As I sit behind Zayne and pick up a brush, a white flower falls next to my hand. Zayne, you say each flower represents life. So there's one that belongs to you in this tree?
It belongs to me, but it's not me.
What do you mean? Which flower are you talking about? I scoot closer to him, ready to hear a story, but I end up being lightly smacked on the head by a bamboo slip.
Don't make excuses just so you can slack off. Focus.
Oh. You hit me! I can't copy anything now! Holding my head, I pretend to be in pain and aggrieved it. ...
What do you want?
Oh, my head hurts. I must have to sleep for 3 days and 3 nights, despite my words, and I was joking sits at the tip of my tongue.
Is it here?
Huh? His slightly cool hands covers my forehead. I freeze.
Didn't you say your head hurt? Why does it seem as if your eyes are the problem?
No, my head doesn't hurt anymore.
Then keep going.
Oh.
It's this scroll as well as this one. I'll also need your help with these.
Wait, I think my head still hurts a little, so... Just as I'm about to escape, an invisible force pulls me back to the long table.
Stop playing around.
With no other option, I continue copying the text, listening to the sound of writing next to me. My eyes start to droop. A chill touches the nape of my neck, instantly waking me up. As I turn my head, I see Zayne returning to his seat, remnants of frost still visible on his fingers.
Don't thank me.
He's still Zayne, alright. He's not compassionate in the slightest. Oh, it's not over yet. After a while, a girl falls asleep at a table. Thud. Her brush rolls off the table's edge and leave a mark on her face. ... Zayne reaches out and wipes her face. The mark disappears. A white blooming flower lands on her brow. Then the smile Zayne on his face. Zayne's time flies in the mountains.
Time flies in the mountains. It's time.
On to stage 5. Now we're at town. During the first month of spring, Zayne would head down to the mountain for a few days and I would be left alone. But this year, in an unprecedented move, he invited me to accompany him. The bustling streets are filled with people who are busy going about their day. Maybe it's because of the ritual. Hiding in his shadow, I stiffly walk behind Zayne.
Did you forget how to walk since we are not in the mountain?
It's too loud. I'm not used to it.
I thought you had grown accustomed to noise like this.
Understanding what he's implying, I glared at him right when he turns his head. He caught me red-handed. ... Back at me!
They aren't savage beasts. They won't think of you as a monster either. You can be at ease.
You don't know how terrible they were back then. They said human heart is unpredictable. It's true.
Weren't you scared when you were alone in the mountains?
I wasn't. Hua and the others were with me. Besides, I met you and Bai.
Am I the same as Hua and Bai?
Yeah, you're a pet just like them. Well, of course not. Zayne's conversations with me are typically short, but today he asked another question.
How so?
For example, caught off guard by his question, I look around and spot a nearby stall. Quickly, I pick up a bracelet and shove it to his hand. For example, I want to buy you a gift, huh? And buy won't get one.
Oh?
Is there anything else you like? I'll buy it for you.
I'll take this then.
I breathe a sigh of relief, feeling slightly happy. It's my first time giving a gift to someone, and that person happened to be Zayne. However, when I pull out a stick to give to the merchant, he rejects it. Look, it's a precious branch from a sacred tree. Its glows prevents you from getting lost if you carry it around. I only accept coins.
I only accept coins, no branches.
Oh, even a merchant has a voiceover. What about this? This is agate. It's not jade, but it's...
I don't accept stones either.
Not willing to step in, Zayne watches me. I sheepishly laugh and tug his sleeve. Could you maybe help me out?
Do you expect me to pay for my own gift?
Uh-oh, this looks bad. I've been living in the mountains for so long, I forgot money exists. I promise I'll pay you back as soon as we get home.
How will you repay me?
With coins, of course. Do you want something else?
Take a guess. I'll tell you when we return home.
Zayne reaches into his sleeve, then he freezes. You didn't bring any coins either. You're broke! Get out of here! Oh, plan ruined. Okay, we're at number 6 right now. We are at the street pavilion.
You will receive an invitation tomorrow at noon. Don't accept it, or else misfortune will befall you.
Why does he sound like that?
Congratulations, you two. Your son will be married next month. There's no need to worry. The rumored ghost in the southeast region is just a fallen tree blocking the road. It is not a malevolent spirit.
We set up a fortune-telling stall half an hour ago. On the side of the street, Zayne sits behind it and reads people's fortunes. In no time, a long line forms as people want to get their fortunes read. Wait, we're scam artists now? At least we're making money.
Is this enough?
Yeah. After decade previously, the last customer, an elderly woman, leaves. I happily hand Zayne a bag filled to the brim with coins. It is. We can buy a whole stall with this. I still can't believe you actually came down to the mountains without bringing money. I thought you knew some kind of transmutation spell to turn stone into gold.
The gold would eventually return to being stone. When that happens, the merchant won't be able to ask for help.
That's true. But why did you cast an illusion on us? We don't see each other any differently, yet in the eyes of everyone else, Zayne looks like an old white-hair mage, while I'm a young girl with 2 buns in my hair. Oh.
People often believe the older someone is, the more credible they are.
Oh, that's why
This
you
applies
sounded
to
like
physicians
that.
as well as mages.
It's weird. Being young doesn't mean you don't have experience, and being old doesn't mean you can't make mistakes. Since no one is paying attention to us, I dispel the illusion to reveal my true appearance and sit down next to Zayne. Ahem, can you read my fortune, sir?
What are you planning this time?
Shh, just pretend to read my fortune. I'll put in a few good words for you. We get more customers this way. There's a stall that sells sugar paintings on the other corner. I was thinking...
You're a glutton.
Oh. Grinning ear to ear as I look at her, I propped up my chin to my head. I notice you can tell someone's fortunes with just a glass. You don't ask a lot of questions. But I've seen before fortune tellers draws, cast spells, or count.
At its core, it's about being able to read a person's expression. Other methods aren't necessary for me.
But wouldn't that make you less intimidating? Why don't you try to put on a show? Zayne sighs. He paused for a moment and then turns to me.
Other than reading someone's expressions, you can also read palms.
Oh.
Since you're curious, I'll look at yours. Give me your hand.
Okay.
What do you want to know?
Oh. That's cool. Let's see. Romance. Let's start with that.
Romance. The person you're destined to be with is stoic and not very affectionate.
He just described himself. He's doing this on
Does
purpose.
it remind you of someone?
Yes,
It could be Hua or Bai.
but those are pets. Those don't count. You're lying. Hua and Vi are very loving. Now it's my turn.
How can you read my palm when I'm wearing gloves?
Okay, so I can read expression.
Don't bother.
Whoa. What's happening?
You looked long enough. What did you see?
Stoic and unaffectionless. Oh, why don't I share some of my good fortune with
Your
you?
good fortune. You're too kind.
Okay, now I can tap his fingers. Oh, this is it. Resonate. Okay. Oh.
This flower can't be found in the mountains. How do you know what it looks like?
I heard about it from a passerby. It's supposed to have
A flower
nice
that's
fragrance.
always in full bloom is a sign of good luck. It's fitting. However, judging from your resonance, your power stagnated for a bit. We need to improve your training when we get back.
Oh, there's more! Earlier, did you make up everything? Oh, he's patting my head.
Believe and it will come true.
What? That's a lie. You're messing with me.
You were the one who said I should just pretend while you put in a few good words for me. Since that's the case, don't take my words too seriously.
Zayne quietly watches me. His expression is gentle, but something hides in the depth of his eyes. Unconsciously, I lean forward, seeing how there's no one around. I whisper to him. Now I'm genuinely curious. Why don't we do it seriously this time? Seeing Zayne lift his gaze, I know he agreed. I sit up straight, look at him with anticipation. Before I realize, a cold expression appears on Zayne's face. What's wrong? Is it bad?
It's not.
Then what do you see?
There will be an unfortunate event in your life.
Oh, come on.
After it occurs, you will wield a power that can shake heaven and earth.
What? Ugh, don't scare me. I don't care about having powers like that. I like it as it is now. I silently added a with you. Anyway, it's perfect as it is. So, what's this unfortunate event? Nervously, I expectantly look at Zayne. After a long period of silence, he meets my gaze.
Don't eat it.
Huh? Eat what?
Don't eat sugar. You'll get a toothache.
Oh. As she runs off to buy a bracelet, Zayne can see her joyful face through a crowd. The corner of his mouth curls, but that hint of a smile quickly disappears. In the swaying shadows of the trees, an old man sits down in front of him.
Your Grace, is there any reason to be here?
It's you.
Your Grace has a keen eye.
An old man glances at a girl who's not too far away.
Isn't she that variable? She finally appeared.
I've seen her fate. It's clear, untainted, and untouched. There are no signs of her becoming a variable.
The old man strokes his long beard.
What your Grace has seen is only her present. And even if she has no intention of harming others, it won't stop them from resenting her. I heard a small serpent went mad in the mountains. Your Grace must know the reason, yes? When a person has something unique and precious, they will no longer live in peace. Since your Grace has already accepted the role of Saming, the variable must be eliminated as soon as possible. Any problems that could occur in the future will be avoidable then. If your Grace is unwilling, should I do it instead.
That won't be necessary.
The girl stands in front of a nearby stall, waving a bracelet at him. Zayne, the merchant told me there's a sacrificial ceremony tonight. Can we go? The old man has already disappeared. Zayne subconsciously waved back at her, hearing himself say,
All right.
We're at stage 7. Oh man. I feel like sacrificial ceremony never is a good thing. As night falls, banners are hoisted up on the altar. A special incense has been placed in the brazier. It burns with dazzling light as a rich scent permeates. People put on masks representing 12 mythological beasts and Feng Shangxi, the exorcist, and dance majestically amidst the flying sparks. The passionate singing seems to have a power pierced to the heavens. Together with the afterglow of the setting sun, it paints the people's faces red. It's so lively. Is this what a sacrificial dance is like? It's interesting.
Its purpose is to entertain the gods. The dance must be unique so that they can convince the gods to grant their wishes.
I close my eyes, noticing a strange yet devout wave of thoughts. It's as if I can see their wishes. This is how people communicate with the gods?
Warding off misfortune, driving away plagues, praying for longevity. These are the simplest, yet hardest wishes to fulfill.
The drumming's kind of loud. How many people do you want to live forever?
It's because their lives are fleeting. Yet every life is predetermined. If you try to change it, you'll only be punished. Therefore, changing one's fate is easier said than done.
Even though he's in a crowd, Zayne always stands out as he could disappear at any moment. I can't help but grab his sleeves. He turns his gaze, appearing deeper as his eyes reflect the fire.
Do you want to live forever?
I shake my head, but then I nodded, unsure. I want to live a little longer. I haven't finished learning from you yet. I haven't seen Bai grow up, and I still have to help you copy bamboo slips. There are a lot of things I need to do. And I heard people enter the 9 hells after they die. It's a dark, cool place. It must be very boring. His gaze is like a frozen pool, yet there is a surging emotion underneath that I can't understand. I feel a bit awkward and look behind me. The dancers have been replaced by beautifully dressed priestesses. She's dancing gracefully and her song feels alive. It's different from the passion I sensed earlier. What is she doing?
Courtship.
Oh. Huh?
Humans choose the most beautiful woman to be a priestess and dress her up like a goddess to invite a god to descend from the heavens.
Interesting.
The priestess sings about her love for the god, then uses her dance to lure him out. She listens to his prophecy and then...
He looked at me and paused.
They consummate their relationship.
Okay, you don't need to explain it. Understanding why her dance eludes a abashed allure, I decide not to look at her anymore. But the guy immediately covers Zayne's eyes.
What are you doing?
Aren't you here for business? I don't think you should be slacking off right
You're the
now.
one who wanted to watch the ceremony.
Yeah, I also make mistakes. That's why I'm reflecting and making amends. If you want to see a dance, I could do it whenever you like. She's
I'd like
jealous.
to see that.
Question mark? Seeing my stunned expression, he makes matters worse. He says,
Right now.
Huh? Huh? You want me to dance right now? Oh boy. A promise is a promise. If I said I'll dance, I will. The ceremony ends. Zayne and I are the only ones left. I cast an illusion and hesitantly walk to the center of the altar. Oh, what is happening? Let me say this first. The dance is unique to the mountains. It's normal if you find it strange.
I see. I learned something new today in that case.
Oh, I'm telling the truth. When I danced, a lot of animals would watch me. Remembering the steps for the distance past, I made a flower-like gesture with my fingers near my forehead. At first, I move with ease, but it's not long before my steps becomes clumsy. This dance is difficult to perform. Don't distract me. I glare at Zayne, and he clears his throat.
It's hard to dance without music.
As he speaks, he conjures a jade guzheng in his right hand. Its end produces a radiant, snowy glow that scatters in the wind. You can play guzheng? Why didn't you tell me before?
You didn't tell me you could dance. Now we're even.
Oh. He plays 2 notes, leaning me forward to his rhythm, which guzheng is like a string piano thing. That,
Continue.
yeah. Continue. The moon hangs high in the sky, bright moonlight pouring down and splashing brilliance into the girl's hair. As the notes from the guzheng flows like a gentle river, her steps gradually becomes lighter, akin to the spiritual gracefully emerging from the mountains. As she dances, the dormant flower blooms once again. Several birds fly above the altar, charmed by her dance. Their chirps intervenes with the guzheng's melody. As she dances with the growing passion, she extends her fingers for a beautiful bird to land on. She flashes a radiant smile at him. He never knew she'd be so bravely vibrant when she's blooming. And this is where they fall in love. At the end of my performance, I stand in front of Zayne. Somewhat smug, I turned around. Well, do you believe me now? Was it good? He's so in love. The flower of my hair is about to fall. He steadies it, and his hand lingers near my cheek.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I can't help but hold my breath looking into the depths of his gaze. He eventually pulls the flower back in place.
Next year, I'll play Gucci again when you want to dance.
Gucci. Oh, the way they pronounce it in English, so funny.